Would you like to see 300 million atom bombs go off? Probably not while standing next to it. But if it happened on a faraway planet, would that be far enough for you? Well, let's just say that this isn't science fiction. There really are asteroids out there capable of killing an entire planet. And even worse, they may be heading straight for Earth. So today I'll tell you what these terrible celestial bodies are and whether humanity has any chance to stop them. To understand how dangerous these space rocks really are, we need to define what a planet-killing asteroid actually is. In fact, this term refers to two different things. First, it's a space body over 1 kilometer in diameter that collides with a planet. And second, it's an object that hits a planet at a speed of more than 25 kilometers per second. To put it simply, we're talking about truly gigantic asteroids that fall to the ground and cause global destruction. Fortunately, such events aren't common. Over the past few million years, Earth has experienced about 5 or 6 major asteroid impacts. For comparison, in 2013, a 20-meter-wide asteroid entered the atmosphere and exploded over Russia. The energy released was equivalent to about 300 million tons of TNT. That's why it could be felt as a bright flash over an area of 10 million square kilometers. And the shock wave from the explosion damaged around 7,200 buildings. But even such an event isn't anything compared to a real planet killer. The most famous of these was the impact of the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. It happened about 66 million years ago when a space body about 10 kilometers wide fell to the Earth's surface and triggered a massive energy release. The consequences were catastrophic. Nanavian dinosaurs went extinct, along with about 75% of all species on the planet. However, the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs was still fairly small by interplanetary standards. Its impact energy was equivalent to about 100 trillion tons of TNT, and although its diameter was estimated to be only 6 miles, modern estimates suggest it was closer to 9.3. In comparison, the asteroid that destroyed the planet Mercury was only 2 kilometers wide, but moved at a speed of about 65 kilometers per hour. When it collided with the planet, the energy released heated the surface to 1,000 degrees Celsius. Under such conditions, everything that didn't turn into gas immediately vaporized and the Mercury's core was exposed. But even though these space rocks can destroy entire planets, at present, none of them pose a threat to Earth. Currently, astronomers know of about 29,000 near-Earth objects. All of them are divided into 3 categories based on their size and proximity to Earth. NEOs, or near-Earth objects, are potentially dangerous space bodies whose orbit comes close to Earth. Their size ranges from tens of meters to several kilometers. Fortunately, none of the known NEOs threaten our planet in the next 100 years. Asteroids that are smaller than 1 kilometer in diameter are referred to as PHAs, or potentially hazardous asteroids. These space bodies pose a potential danger to Earth and humanity's first line of defense against them is the Planetary Defense Coordination Office. This organization was established by NASA in June 2021 to prevent dangerous asteroids from colliding with our planet. Currently, scientists are considering two main ways to intercept these space rocks. One method involves deflecting an asteroid away from Earth using a spacecraft equipped with powerful engines. Another method is to use a nuclear interceptor. In 2022, NASA conducted a test to determine the feasibility of such an operation. They chose an asteroid named Dimorphos, which was located 11 million kilometers from Earth. The target was hit by a spacecraft called DART, which stands for Double Asteroid Redirection Test. The impact didn't destroy the asteroid, but it changed its speed by 32 minutes, which means the planet could be saved. Theoretically, a nuclear explosion would be much more effective, but so far, no country wants to spend the money needed to carry out such an operation. There's another option that doesn't involve destroying an asteroid or changing its trajectory. This method was proposed by physicists from the University of Göttingen in Germany. They suggested sending a so-called gravity tractor to orbit a dangerous asteroid and then using its constant gravitational pull to change the space rock's trajectory. Sounds great. But we won't be able to test this method until 2024, when the European Space Agency launches its JUICE spacecraft to Jupiter. It's not designed to destroy asteroids, but it should work fine to change their trajectories. In the meantime, ground-based telescopes continue to search for potentially dangerous space bodies. Thus, the Canadian Asteroid Survey, currently being conducted with the help of the Panoramic Survey Telescope and the Rapid Response System, has already discovered 18 new near-Earth objects this year. And now, for the most important thing, do we have any planet killers heading our way? No, at least according to scientists. Currently, no object poses a threat to Earth. However, this doesn't mean that we shouldn't take precautions. Just think about it. If people in the 19th century had known that a giant asteroid was about to hit the planet, they would have thought that it was some kind of divine punishment. So they probably wouldn't have tried to stop it, unlike us. We do have a chance to prevent an asteroid collision, but we need to keep searching for them. After all, the larger the space body and the closer its orbit is to Earth's orbit, the higher the probability of a collision. Now, here's a quiz question for you. An asteroid that's 1 kilometer wide moves at a speed of 30 kilometers per second. What's the approximate energy of its impact? Write your answer in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss another video. See you later.